What's the deal? What's the deal? This your boy 18 Willing with another what? Breaking news. Breaking news. If you haven't seen, man, Sean Duffy is making a lot of adjustments in the trucking industry. He signed a lot of executive orders in the trucking industry. And this is just one that's effective immediately. Yes, the USDOT announces immediate action against issuing of non-domiciled CDLs with direct action to who? California. So a lot of people say, damn, why they just directing against, California? Let me tell you something. During the last couple years, man, you've seen what with truck drivers? You've seen a lot of accidents. You've seen a lot of fights. You've seen a lot of owner operators complaining about freight that's being lowballed. You've seen a lot of just people just kind of disgusted with the trucking industry. And you're saying, damn, where did that come from? Well, California is just not the main, but they are like priority. They public enemy number one because they have, along with other states, CDL meals. Let's educate you on a CDL meal. A CDL meal is basically someone who has a couple of dollars and they paying to get their CDL. And guess what? They get their CDL without any training hours or the efficient training hours. And they out here with us. They out here with you and your family while you making a road trip. They out here with me while I'm making a delivery or a pickup. They blending in. And one day you're going to get exposed. And I think today is the day where everybody who has a non-domiciled CDL is being exposed. Because guess what? The majority of these accidents are happening because you don't have enough training. You don't have the ELP. And the ELP is the English language proficiency to be able to read a sign, to be able to follow the directions. And everything has been kicked off. Why? Because of this U-turn that was made in Florida. A lot of things have to happen so other things can happen. That's just life. I'm sorry that 3 people are unalive. I'm sorry. And I feel like, that had to happen and for this to happen. We don't know the course of the divine path of certain things, but we do know that just because it has happened, it's shedded a lot of light on the trucking industry. I need all my truckers right now that's right here with me right now to comment in the trucking and just comment about what's going on and what you've been seeing. Have you been seeing speedy drivers? Have you been seeing a lot of these crazy drivers? Have you been seeing a lot of stuff that just don't meet your eye the right way like it used to? And it's not just illegal immigrants. It's not just immigrants. It's our drivers too. Because guess what? They went to California too because they heard about the big CDL meals that's going on. They also went to Facebook Marketplace and got those certificates saying that they passed the class. They also went to other states where they know of schools that just turn you in and turn you out in 2 or 3 days. You got your CDL like that because you had the money. And a lot of people ask, what is a non-domiciled CDL? Let's go ahead and teach. A non-domiciled CDL refers to a commercial driver's license issued to someone who is not a resident of the United States or the state issuing the license. Often a foreign national under specific federal regulations. Let's read further. Recently, new federal regulations have been put in place to restrict eligibility, requiring foreign nationals to meet stricter rules like having certain employment-based visas and providing an unexpired passport and an I-94 form to prove their lawful immigration status. These changes aim to improve safety and address issues of states issuing license improperly, requiring in-person annual renewals for these licenses. Let me clear my throat and let me take a sip of this tea. I had to wink twice. It's just a lot, man. You got states like, let's read these states that's really been going ham. Um, there is states like Pennsylvania, Colorado, South Dakota, Texas, Washington, that were found to have systemic non-compliances with the federal regulations regarding non-domiciled CDLs. These are just a couple states, and I'm sure there's other states that's doing the same thing. Let's read some of the news, though. This is gonna captivate you. Let's read some of the news. The announcement was made Friday, September 26th, by U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean P. Duffy, following the completion of the agency's audit of state policies regarding the issuing of non-domicile CDLs. That means that they did an audit of a lot of these states, and they like, yo, these weren't right. They didn't go about the right protocol. They didn't go about the protocol the right way. So guess what? The press release states that the audit revealed that many ways that the current regulatory framework can fail, and even uncovered the catastrophic pattern of states issuing licenses illegal to foreign drivers. The USDOT has determined that these factors have created an imminent hazard on the roadways that must be fixed immediately. Immediately. Moving forward, non-citizens will not be eligible for a non-domicile CDL unless they meet a much stricter set of rules, including an unemployment-based visa and undergoing a mandatory federal immigration status check using the SAVE system to release states. The audit uncovered non-compliance across several states, citing the worst in California. That means the worst was in California. They pulled up all of this information and they were like, yo, it's going down in California. That's why we just was talking about, California. Why? Because they had those schools and they like, yo, you got the money, you good. You got the money, you good. But guess what? It left a lot of people in fatal situations where they no longer here. No longer here. And drivers who had licenses that remained valid long after they were legally allowed to stay in the U.S. More than 25% of non-domiciled CDLs reviewed in the state of California were found to be improperly issued. That's scary. That's scary. How do you feel as just a regular civilian or a truck driver or owner operator that this occurred? I need y'all in the comment section right now. So the U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy said, "What our team has discovered should disturb and anger every American. Licenses to operate a massive 80,000-pound truck are being issued to dangerous foreign drivers, oftentimes illegally. This is a direct threat to safety of every family on the road." We just talked about this. It's a direct threat to safety of every family on the road. And he said he will not stand for it. Today's actions will prevent unsafe foreign drivers from renewing their license and hold states accountable to immediately invalidated, improperly issued licenses. It's over. The jug is up. You're done. You're done out here. It also says, in addition to the emergency rule, Duffy announced direct enforcement action against California, specifically in the light of their reckless disregard of the rules. Cali. California must immediately pause insurance of non-domiciled CDLs. Identify all unexpired non-domiciled CDLs that fail to comply with FMCSA regulations, and revoke and reissue all non-compliant non-domiciled CDLs if they comply with the new federal requirements. I'm sorry. Y'all want me to read the rest? It's a lot going on in California, and guess what? The jig is over. California has 30 days to comply with these rules, or the FMCSA will withhold $160 million in federal highway funds. Withholds will double if the refusal to comply continues into the second year. This is crazy, but it's well needed in the trucking industry. Get their ass off of the road. And we're not just saying illegal. We talking about the ones who here American bred, and y'all got y'all CDL in California, or y'all got it in Colorado, or you got it in all of these states that I just listed, and you think you safe out here, but you leaving everybody else unsafe. Get your ass out the game. The jug is up. I want to know how y'all feel about this, man. All of my truck drivers, all of my non-truck drivers, I need y'all in the comments right now. How y'all feel about this? This is breaking news, man. From your boy 18 Willing. And we out of here, man.